Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Token Games Podcast. I'm your host and sometimes referee, Zach Pearson, and today I'm joined by the returning legend, the unbeatable verbal chaos that is Pikamitsu.
You know, almost took me 550 hours, but I finally had myself some VR sex with a chick on VR chat. Feels good, man.
I am not going to investigate if you're fucking with me or not. We're also joined by the new person because there always has to be a cherry that must be popped by Pika because that seems to be his goal in life. Chaos.
Please never use that phrase again. That was such an awkward phrase.
You have no idea what you've opened the door to.
Which part of that phrase?
Just
See,
all of
You
it.
shouldn't have said shit. See, you fucked up already. Oh my wa. Whatever the fuck it is.
Onomae mo shinderu.
Oh my god, you fucking weeboo.
Yeah, it's totally not like I took Japanese for 2 years and have to know the hiragana and whatnot of words.
So you're saying I'm right.
I'm not saying that, but, you could be right.
You know what? I give you that. That's an A+ dodge right there. Trump wishes he could deflect and dodge that good. Anyways, all right. First topic is Valve's. Like, I think I'm literally gonna almost be mad this entire fucking podcast because like it's not sadness, but because of stupidness, it's just straight up aggravation at this point. Topic 1: Valve's ridiculous. We're going to allow anything that isn't trolling policy. Yes, they've come to that conclusion, even though they claim they cared about their fucking reputation. Long story short, as a company, they have completely given up quality controlling things that go onto the store. Literally, not joking, no clickbait, anything. In fact, you can now, or you can continue to, upload games that don't have an executable file. For those of you who don't know, or, Mac people who are fucking stupid. Yeah, that's right, I said it. An executable file is the file that actually makes a program turn the fuck on. Meaning without it, you have nothing but useless data. You can buy and sell useless data on a game website. Because, that's a good idea. Topic 2 is DLC formats. Is there a perfect way to do it in the world of downloadable content? There are multiple kinds. There is microtransaction, there is expansion pass, there is cosmetic only, and there is gambling for items and accessories, and and also extra characters. My question to you is, which style of DLC do you feel is the best, or rather the healthiest for the entertainment industry as a whole? Not just video games. I'm including PC and mobile in that statement, and also why. Now, the third topic, the legendary and eternally infamous company Euclidean, famous for proving that they could produce high detail scan models. Quick side note, guys, if you don't know what the fuck that is or anything, just go click the damn links I left, but I would start with Euclidean because it's shorter. As I was saying, the legendary and eternal infamous company Euclidean, famous for proving that they could produce high detail scan models in digital format without using excessive data, has now gone commercial with their first new device, the hologram table. Yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. The Star Trek room come to life in a sense, begins with the hologram table, or holodesk, I like to call it. What are some possible gaming applications or entertainment applications you would love to see incorporated into the gaming industry through Euclidean? Bonus topic. Who do you want to see get announced at Super Smash Bros. Or who are you going to vote on in the next Smash Bros. Election? Now, since you're the baby and you have not experienced the true disturbing wrath/nature of a one Pikamitsu, Pikamitsu is going to go through his answer for all the topics in chronological order. I tell you to cover your ears, but then we couldn't hear you go, what the fuck?
Should I just have my microphone on this entire time?
Yes, you should, so
Please
you
do.
don't ruin it for me.
All right, hold on. Let me switch.
And let me just creak my ass forward real quick.
All right, voice
Creak my ass
activity.
forward. Wow. Wow, how is that not a porn? Creak my ass forward.
Sounds like there'd be a
Have it
lot of
look
rippage.
Places.
You two
Okey
literally
dokey.
canceled each other out with an equally disturbing statement. I don't know what you said, but somehow you canceled each other out. That's funny.
All right. So this first topic, I'm basically gonna be blowing my load on this one because this is the one that really gets to me. Okay. So Steam is saying that, hey, we're gonna allow basically anything unless it's trolling. What a lot of people don't realize is that, they're not gonna allow games that are just flat out fucking. Example, we're not gonna be seeing any kind of like artificial academy type games on Steam anytime soon. Anything like that. God forbid we have anything like Rapeplay on Steam, but that's a completely different story.
You know, I wouldn't place a bet on that, seeing as how I believe last week, before they even announced this, someone released a game that was literally titled, and guess what you do in the game? High School Shooter.
Oh my god.
Yes.
What?
I'm not
Now-
joking. Go Google it.
No.
Now, this is High School Shooter as vile a topic as it may be, and as vile a name as it may be. The game falls under the genre of first-person shooter. It is a shooting game. Shooting games are not banned on Steam. However, if someone titles it High School Shooter at the point where you go and you shoot up a high school,
Which is what you do.
then people start to take a look at it and say, is this game just from a standpoint of, oh, we're making light of things that have been happening in the US this year, so instead of you actually doing it, we're just going to put this simulator here so you can actually simulate it and get your aggressiveness out without actually doing it? Or are people going to take the path of, oh, this is just giving those evil little bastards more practice for when they do decide to finally snap and go shoot up their school? They'll be able to get a bit of a quote-unquote feel for it, a bit hang of it, a bit more practice. Now, a lot of people seem to think that Steam and Valve should be taking 100% responsibility on not only what comes through their gates to come on the store, but even to like stop it before it begins, so to say. Now, what happened to, number one, having trust in people, number two, people minding their own goddamn business? Now, going back to number one, having trust in people. We like to believe that, to a point, people want to make games that people will buy. Sometimes these games will be utterly vile, like you just said, High School Shooter. It's like, what the fuck, guys? You could make something else. But there are also games that, could have more sexual content in it that would go more towards the adult audience that may not be 100% sexual content, but there's mostly good gameplay in there, but with some sexual elements mixed in. Now, Steam does have a safeguard against this to the point where it age verifies before you're able to go to that game's page.
Literally the only safeguard now.
Now, if you think about this, if you go way, way back to the point of when you were looking at porn before the legal age, a whole lot of sites back then were like, hey, you have to be at least 18 years of age in the US or whatever legal age it is in your country to be able to visit this site. Do you agree to these terms? And when your ass was underage, every time you clicked I agree, you technically broke the law. Which means your ass could have been grass at any point in time if you were found out. But you took that matter into your own hands. This translates into this topic now with Steam. That age verification is just like that little intro page before you get into the meat and potatoes of things in the porn website. Steam asks you, are you 18 years of age or older? Don't lie to me, bitch. And if you click agree and you're not 18 years of age or older, you are taking matters into your own hands and you're risking yourself. Because if Steam finds out that your ass is under 18, they could, number one, easily ban your account. Number two, if they wanted to be a dick about it, they could press charges on you if you end up buying adult content and then your parents find out about it. And they're like, hey, why did Steam blah, 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 let you buy adult content, blah, blah, blah. Responsibility, because your little fucker just lied to Steam. And they shouldn't have done that. So it's not our fault. It's their fault for lying to us in the first place. They have to be truthful. You know, read all those little things that we always skip over when we click agree, agree, agree in terms and conditions. So we have to take some responsibility into our own hands. We have to be truthful. We have to fucking just... We have to just... It frustrates me. It really does. Like, be responsible. Be fucking responsible, you know? If you don't want to play something, don't look at it. Don't go looking for something that you don't like just to fucking hate on it. You know what that's called? That's being called a hater. That's being called a dick. You don't want to see something? You don't have to look at something. Fucking right there. Don't go looking for trouble. You know, that's how people get shot now.
You should not go looking for trouble. Hint, hint.
Yes, you shouldn't. That's how you get shot in the hood. You go looking for trouble, your ass gonna get shot. Now, the second thing, the second thing here, just adult content in general. I mean, like I said, 18 plus, but a lot of people are getting up in arms about, oh, hey, this adult content is all, like, it's all up in our face. They're putting titties all up in our face. They're putting asses all up in our face. Bitch, they're not being put all up in your face. They are on a store page. They are not spamming you with emails. They're not being put on the front page of Steam when you log in. They're hidden away. You actually have to go searching for them. Either one, by name, or two, by the tags that are given the game, like nudity, sexual content, etc. You actually have to go looking for them on purpose to find them. So if you're complaining about something that's on the store, that means that you took the time to go find that fucking thing and then complain about it when you knew damn well that you weren't going to like it in the first place. And that's just stirring a big pot of shit. And you just wanted to get your fucking way.
Yeah. Really shouldn't be stirring that shit. It's only a matter of time before he reads the goddamn comments.
And you just need to calm your fucking asses down. You know, people out there are perverts. Let's just get that out of the way. People in the world are perverts. There are a lot of them. But the kinds of games that they want to play, they have to go to other sites, you know. They have to go to, you know, your Eurogamers, your Nutakus, whole bunch of other sites.
Basically CP shit, which we're not going to link you to. So don't ask me in the comments, FYI.
Oh, no. Most of those places, like pretty much all the places I just listed, like non-CP stuff, like actual like 18 plus stuff. But Steam wants to say, okay, we're starting to realize that there are a lot of perverts out there. So we may want to actually start, you know, allowing some more adult oriented games, we can't cross the line and say, hey, it's a game all about fucking. But we can say, hey, here's a good RPG. We'll throw in a couple of good sex scenes here or there, or some nudity. But it's not going to be all about fucking, so hey, it's still a game. To give, those perverts a nice little, hey, how are you, welcome to Steam, those other sites just aren't the only place out there for you. Mainstream, we can do it as well. These like uppity up little fuckers that just want to ruin everyone's fun by saying blah 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 blah. They've fucking ditched on all their responsibility. No, bitch, you're just causing shit. The responsibility is still there. We still put up 18 plus shit, 8 little fucking walls to keep kids out. We didn't ditch the responsibility. We're keeping track of our shit. We're working on new shit. But new shit ain't gonna come out right away. You just can't say, oh, we want new shit. Snap your fingers. Oh, look, it's there. No. We're working on shit. There's an order of, like, what we have to do, what's more important right now. But trust, we're working on something, and it'll be out when it's out, and not before. So
Okay.
people just basically need to put on their fucking big boy underwear, just fucking suck it up and stop trying to create shit.
Damn. As cold and brutal as ever. All right, well, on to topic 2 then.
Yes, topic 2. DLC. Alright, I had to think a little bit for this one, like what was the perfect way that DLC has been done. And in my point of view, the last 15 years, as far as normal games are concerned, like stuff that doesn't have like loot boxes or whatnot, just like normal kinds of DLC. I think that the game that did this the best is the Borderlands series. They started out with a very strong game. Like, let's go back to the first Borderlands. First Borderlands. Freaking awesome game. Expansive. Just awesome. And then they brought out an expansion, nicely priced, added more content to the game. Then they came out, with a couple more expansions, which added a good amount of content to the game every time an expansion came out. Now, they didn't, stretch it as far as they possibly could. They just put out a few expansions and said, hey, it's multiplayer, we're still going to have a lot of people playing. While they're playing and having their fun with the expansions, we're going to work on the next one. Then Borderlands 2 came out. And then they worked basically the same angle, just let them have their fun with the main game, which is still really freaking good. Gotta have a strong base, so people want to buy your DLC. And then they released a couple expansions for it. Those expansions were awesome. And people had their fun. They said it's awesome. I think that is the perfect way to do normal games. Now, as far as games that have a lot of things to collect and you grind out loot boxes or what have you in order to get things, I honestly think that if you purchase loot boxes, you should only offer things that don't give you an advantage in any way, shape, or form.
Basically, fuck pay to win is what I'm hearing.
Yes, fuck pay to win. You should not be doing pay to win at all. You're just influencing those with bigger wallets, and you're basically saying, oh, hey, these are the upper class people, or the people who can get a hold of their mommies and daddies' wallets to spend money, or those who are sucking a lot of dick or taking it. And then there are the lower class people who can't afford that kind of stuff, who actually have to grind things out and earn it the hard way. You're just putting that into classes. That's the kind of stuff we don't want to see. We try to escape that kind of crap in the real world when you see all your higher up presidents, blah blah, whatever, just showing how much money they have. And then you have the people working their 9 to 5s, 40 hours a week, just trying to get by paycheck to paycheck. It's just trying to put those two together. It's hey, we're going to have a race with cars. Let's see who can go the fastest to the finish, and then we're going to give the winner a whole bunch of shit, and the loser ain't going to get shit. That motherfucker that's got a lot of money is going to spend that money to get the fastest fucking thing they can, while the 9 to 5 person is going to have to settle with their old beat 'em up.
for all of next
that
week.
fucking
Because I will
wheels
be
might
in
start
town for the
wobbling a
E3
little bit once they
convention.
hit 95 or
So if
100.
any
And guess who's
California-based
going to win?
entertainment
The
businesses
person who can pay for it.
need people,
So
feel
basically,
free to
the
put
rich
me on
get
the
richer,
roster.
the poor get poorer, and that's the kind of shit we don't need. So, on that, I honestly think, and I have noted this before, I think that Overwatch is doing it the best. All the stuff that is in their loot boxes does not give you any kind of competitive advantage whatsoever.
Okay, so just to clarify, because for lack of a better term, you've given a unique answer. So you feel that the best DLC format for the gaming PC and mobile ether is story expansions, or do you think that loot boxes that don't have pay to win elements are the best format?
Well, I have to actually separate it in two different parts. There's mainly online games, and then there's like
Oh,
mainly
online and
offline games.
offline. Okay,
Well, with,
I
with
understand. So for online, you say the best is story stuff, and for offline, you say the best is story expansions, and
Mhm.
for online, non pay to win loot boxes.
Yeah.
Huh. Actually, yeah, I like that answer. All right, topic 3.
Okay. Topic 3. Da, 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 da. What are some possible gaming applications? Hologram table. Even though they're putting this like into the public, this is going to be something that I really don't think a lot of people are going to be wanting to use in like the next like 3 to 5 years, to be completely honest. I mean, right now, you got to think about it. For people in the gaming industry for PCs, it kind of looks like we've come to a standstill as far as like graphics cards and like most parts are concerned. So they're starting to branch out into the VR realm. Like VR is the new hot shit right now. Like people are just starting to develop for VR and really looking into it and figuring out, okay, how can we make
I'll be done in
the
about
VR
40
experience
minutes.
the best possible VR experience that we can give you, you know? So I really think that's the main thing that's going to be looked to in the future. This little hologram area table thing. I mean, it's a nice little toy. I mean, it's a nice little toy. You'll probably see a lot of people, like a lot of famous people, possibly PewDiePie, God forbid, um, actually get their hands on one of these and give it a go. Just to show, like, hey, this is what it can do. Look at me, and then just like dick around with it. And depending on who gets their hands on this first and shows the kind of capabilities that it can, what kind of things it can really do, then it might start to pick up a little bit of popularity. But for right now, I really think people are mainly going to be focusing on VR rather than this thing, to be honest.
You
But
say that, but it blends with VR.
I know, but the thing is, like, I consider this thing like an expansion to VR as of right now.
A Euclidean holodesk locked on technology. Yeah, that's an old reference. If you don't get it, you're young.
But yeah, I mean, people are just going to focus on the main thing right now. If they want an expansion, they might get an expansion if it's good enough. Hence my little bit of a retort there earlier. You got to find the right people to do the right kind of demonstrations, then it might pick up popularity.
Understandable. All right.
Yeah.
Well, who do you want to see in Smash?
Okay.
2 people only. 2 people max.
Yeah, 2 people. If I had to say who I really wanted, I want to see Bayonetta make a return because number 3 is being developed.
Bayonetta and Cloud are already guaranteed returners. So is Ryu. So you can't use those.
Oh, damn. Okay. Honestly, well, it's almost pretty much damn guaranteed that one of those little spring punch people are going to be in there. I forget the name of the game. Arms, yes, arms. Yes, I want the one that was deliciously thick and made a whole lot of like people go, "Oh my god!"
Here we go. You know, I can't remember her name, but I know you're talking about. She black, right?
Yeah, I can't.
There's like a dirty old man buried somewhere in you. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm. No, there's her.
I wouldn't say it's buried. It's pretty close to the surface, man.
Yeah, it's like fucking zombie punching its hand out the
I didn't
fucking
say it
ground.
was 6 feet deep. It could be in shallow dirt. God damn it.
So that's number one. Number two, if I had to choose someone else that could possibly like have a legit chance of making it in. Oh boy, if I had to go someone on the non-hot route, if I had to choose a male person, like we saw a crossover of Monster Hunter and Street Fighter. Why not throw one of the people from Monster Hunter into Smash? Like more of a
That shit is long overdue at this point.
It pretty much is. I mean, Monster Hunter picked up a lot of popularity with Monster Hunter World this year, so they did a good job.
Most of the sales for Monster Hunter games are on the MMO and the Nintendo systems.
It would be nice for them to throw them a, hey, good job. Let's put you in here. Let's get you quote unquote immortalized in the Smash universe.
Nice. Okay, now who's your
something
second
there.
choice?
I said her already.
Who?
The arms chick.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. All right. Okay. Well, before you fall asleep, and
Actually, I gotta peace out in like 3 minutes because
you gotta go to
the
work.
drive to work is gonna be a little bit busy because there's a festival going on in the city where I work, so it's gonna be a little bit congested.
No, I understand, and plus, the reason we have you go first is because you gotta be somewhere when we usually do this. So, everybody say peace out to Pikamitsu, and I'd like to congratulate you on not ruining chaos. You can save it for another day.
Mm-hmm.
Later, pervy old man.
Bye.
Bye.
Speaking of chaos, you might as well go next.
God, how
Also,
do you
stop
follow
stop
that?
poking bears. Shit.
What?
Stop poking bears. Shit.
Okay. What? I'm very
Stop.
confused.
Poking BEARS.
No, I understand. Oh, okay. You're talking about Pika.
Yes,
I
because
was like,
you will not
what
win.
do you mean
You
about
will
poking
not
bears?
win, and I will feel bad about it. You will not win.
He's definitely not a bear. He's like a dragon. Oh, okay. But
That's
Jesus
good, hot fire.
Christ. How do you follow up after that?
No one ever really does.
Alrighty. Well, as the inexperienced young person of this group, my answers are probably not going to be as long as Pika's.
I mean, no one's going to hold it against you, to be fair.
Alright, so topic 1. Let me read it over one more time. So, I guess Steam has always kind of had an issue. I've never heard a time when Steam didn't have something going on
That makes two
where
of
it
us.
was just wrong. But I feel like this is a little, how do you say it?
Scary?
Yeah. A little scary and a little over the top with allowing anything but trolling. Because, God, I'm trying to think of things that Pika might have not covered. But basically going back to what Pika had said about the whole, like, you can download content if you're of age, and if you aren't of age and you download it, like, that's your own fault for doing that. And yet people are still going to argue, well, no, it's Steam's fault because they put in this new policy that allows us to do that. It's like, no, you could do that before, but you have to actually go and, like, research to find the things in order to be able to be ruined. And it's just, they could have done better with creating a policy, because if they're allowing just a little bit of sex scenes and whatnot from games in, like, that's understandable. But if it's just flat out like ridiculous, like mentioned earlier, the shooter, or like just full on ridiculous games that should not even like really exist, because that time and effort could have been placed elsewhere.
I dare you to Google Gal Gun.
Oh god.
It's got a
Oh,
sequel.
I'm scared too, because you've told me to Google things in the past, and then at the same time you've told me not to actually Google the things.
So you
it's
should
not
just
that
do what I say.
Okay, I'm gonna spare you. I'm gonna sum it up in like you shoot girls, their clothes come off.
Oh boy.
They're teenage high school girls.
Oh
And there's a
boy.
nude patch for it.
The game costs like $20-$25, but the DLC is $100.
The
Okay.
DLC that adds the nude patch, yes.
You gotta pay for them titties.
I would prefer not to, since, you know, I kind of don't want to get locked up or get registered on a sex offender list. But that's just me.
Well, and I also found out that apparently in Japan, like, you're not a minority anymore if you're above the age of 14, I
Let's
believe.
recap that real quick. You're not a minority when you're above 14. What you're trying to say,
I don't know words.
what she's trying to
Leave me alone.
say is you are considered, or you are allowed to be independent starting at 13. The sexual age of consent.
My brain went to minority.
Hey, you turned 14. Congratulations, you're not black anymore.
Yeah. Holy shit. This is Japanica.
Pika, you're supposed to be out of here. Get out.
I'm sorry, you just wrote it perfectly. Just this is Japanica. Eat your ramenika. Oh, I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
What?
I'm gonna go into this. Yeah, that's some illegal shit.
Oh fuck! All right, I'm out.
myself
Jesus.
and
Holy
made Pika
shit.
stay longer.
All right, later.
Alright, catch you later, bro. Okay, so basically, just to help you along,
Ah.
you don't have to go to school after the age of 13 in Japan. You also can move out, or you can be legally alone, but kind of sort of an independent at 13, because they haven't really paid a lot of attention to their children in certain ways and aspects, especially when you get into the mental health side of shit. But, you know, I mean, America's really not better. And I'm not saying this to point fingers and to judge. I'm just explaining. Also, almost every single prefecture, which you can kind of sort of think of like state, or, well, yeah, state and cities, have the age of consent listed as 17 and above, whereas specifically Tokyo is trying to go by 13 and is succeeding, disturbingly added, even though the vast majority of parents don't want their kids fucking at 13. Because anybody who wants to fuck their kid at 13 probably also isn't 13, which makes it that much scarier. It's also a pedophile mecca. Again, also not a joke. Continue.
I'm so flustered right now from that big mistake I did.
I
Anywho.
bet you are.
Stop. Anywho, basically Pika said about everything I would have said, and just the fact that it's ridiculous. It could have been looked at better. The policy should be updated, and this is a scary time for all.
Agreed. Next topic.
Alright, so what do I think would be a best way for downloadable content? I think I have to agree with Pika on the whole money shouldn't get you to win the game sort of thing. I feel like it should go more into story or more into accessories than it does into, hey, if you have enough money to buy this gun, well, now you are the most powerful being in the entire freaking game. Because let's be honest, people who do that are either YouTubers or 15-year-olds that have access to their mom and dad's credit cards.
Gee,
So
I wonder how she knows that.
I don't. I'm not going to go on into that because we don't need to know about my personal life.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, fuck you, man. I actually bought this whole set by myself. I didn't need no credit card.
I mean, I didn't
Anywho.
say you stole it. It could have just magically fallen into your lap and onto your Amazon account.
No. This is hard-earned money made into whatever this voice acting set is. Shut up. Anywho, the whole... I don't even want to look at Discord anymore because I just... all of our conversations has just taken up most of it. But with most of the gaming of today being centered around shooters or centered around story modes, there hasn't really been an in-between. There's either been, most of it will be story mode fighting off on the side and whatnot, or most of it has been, here's a shooter, go and enjoy yourself. And if you're in the story mode, it'd be great to be able to have those DLCs unlockable and being able to, I don't know, buy some funny things. But if you have a story mode and you end up having the option to buy like literally the best armor, well then that's no fair to someone who has to struggle through the story mode because they're like, hey, let's not waste all of my money on a game that I'll finish in 3 hours because I'm actually smart about things, which, let's be honest, there's not enough people in this world to do that.
So true. So fucking true.
So
Somebody should have got their shots.
So I don't know. I guess just nowadays a lot of things are stupid to begin with, and video game industry has just kind of taken a fall in the sense of what they think would be best for the game. Like, the games themselves can be really, really great, but there are so many games out there that have little to no accessibility with things that don't just improve your ability to defeat monsters or whatever. There's so much of it that goes into that and not enough that goes into maybe explaining a part of the story that everyone has been questioning. Because I've had games like that and it's frustrating because instead of getting this new type of armor, I'd rather have a DLC game mode. Like, get on that shit, please.
So your preference is extra story content, and I swear to God, if you give me pay to win, you're gonna stab him in the booty hole.
Basically.
Okay, so you're a booty hole stabber. Got it.
Yes.
It's just not sinking in. All right, topic 3.
No, I don't want to. I'm going to be the innocent one here and just continue on with my life.
Innocent. That's funny. No
Quote,
one
unquote.
on this podcast is ever innocent.
I'd like to prove you wrong. Anywho, topic 3 about the hologram table. For me, I feel like this is going to leave the gaming industry and going to be used in more of an art. How do you say it? Like more in the real world, in a sense.
Commercial usage.
Basically, so there's going to be more of it that is going to be used as, like, for example, structures of buildings or figuring out how layouts should be. It's not going to be like this huge gaming software that's going to allow you to like see this happen or going off of VR. I think it's going to be more used in the sense of it's going to have purposes of like I guess more in the sense of architect is what I'm thinking, because it's really the whole purpose that could be used with that.
So basically, you feel like it could be more utilized in the traditional industry and society, not so much in the entertainment, or at least not the interactive entertainment realm.
Yeah, because looking at the rules and whatnot, the rules are going to make it difficult to have it as a gaming platform unless you do specific things. Because, for example, one of the things that you have to do is if you have 4 people, you have to have 2 people on one side and 2 people on the opposite side, and no one on the sides right next to them, because otherwise it'll look different. And you have to have special glasses in order to be able to do it. And let's be honest, they probably only come, you have to buy a single one every single time, and no one wants to buy 4 different glasses just so that all their friends could play like Super Smash Bros. Or something.
Hey.
There are people like that in the world, I know.
Thank you. The Smash Brothers crew will not be ignored. That being said, you're not too far off, even though it's not realized, but there's a decent chunk of car companies who are already utilizing this material to pretty much show the entire car from beginning to end.
And I mean, I'm going to sound like a complete nerd for saying this, but it could be really beneficial if, for example, people who cosplay want to, or even just people who make costumes in general for theater or whatnot, this could be a great way to be able to try and figure out the different patterns and whatnot. Because when you see it on a computer, or if you actually download the patterns and try to look at it, it can be pretty confusing. But if you have this hologram table and you can put the patterns together, you can see how it comes out before wasting time and money actually trying to make the thing. So you can be able to get different angles.
Yes, I was thinking of that too on some level, but not on some nerd shit. But this technology could damn near either enhance or just easily help upgrade 3D printing technology. Because all your answers are right there, and damn it, there goes my answer for topic 3. But yeah, I'm totally on board with that being a possibility, because I was definitely gonna mention that, probably still am, because I'm too lazy to think of a new answer.
Yeah, because like when you actually think about it, being able to have that hologram accessibility and being able to twist it around and being able to look inside and whatnot, like that would be extremely helpful and would help a lot of people for theater, for tech, for architect. Like there's so many things that the hologram table can actually do, and it's probably not going to be used for those reasons, unfortunately. But I mean, it's good that, for example, the car company is utilizing it, because they may be able to show others what it can actually be used for, and then that can probably cause a chain reaction to have other people realize, hey, we could probably use this for this reason.
On that, we can agree. Alright, who you want to see in Smash? Only 2 people.
So here's the thing. I think I've only ever played Smash on Wii, and I have no idea what characters are in upcoming Smash. The only thing I know
Everyone is returning that was ever in a game.
Okay.
That means just pick somebody who you didn't see in the initial roster from when you played it.
Initial roster. Okay.
Yeah, like, he said ARMS. So, they don't necessarily have to be from Nintendo, as we learned with the past 2 Smash games. So, just someone who you think would be a good fit in general.
Okay, I'm gonna nerd out for a moment. I think Rooster Teeth should have Ruby possibly a part of Smash Bros. Because I think that would be a kind of cool thing to add. Possibly. No, stop typing.
Just like it's being added to Blaze Blue.
I don't know, because I don't, like, a lot of the games that I play are from Steam and whatnot, so I don't know a lot of characters that would probably go with it. Leave us alone!
It's a guest character. They don't even have to be from a video game. They could be from a PC game.
Kind of be cool to see Don't Starve. Like Maxwell or not Wilfred. Damn it. William. No, fuck. What's his name?
Google it.
The main character. Hold on. Let me just.
This is hilarious. She doesn't know the name of her own fucking choice.
Shut the hell up.
For the record, officer, you next.
I figured as much.
Wilson. His name is Wilson. There are enough characters in that game that I forget. What the hell up?
Oh, you
But
know
yeah,
what
I
that
think
was? That's called
Wilson
a
was
slow
pretty cool.
clap.
Yes, I know what a slow clap is, Zach.
Okay, just checking. And you know what? I'm gonna go next. All right, so
Sounds okay.
topic one. Um, I'm gonna just flat out say it. Look, you done fucked up, Val. Because the only thing that's going to happen is that people are going to see this as a fucking attempt at a goddamn cash grab. You have enough money. You have your hand in all the monies. Every time I find some monies, I can smell your ball sack on it. There is nothing left in the PC world, entertainment wise, that you don't have your hand in. Everybody who doesn't even want to compete with you but just doesn't want to be involved with your system is not going to hit your senseless $1 billion level. I like Game Cash. For those of you who don't remember or know, Game Cash is basically a fucking ecosystem of virtual console game titles that are going to be up on a new system where the developer gets most of the money from the sale of the game, and you can get rid of the old game if you don't want it no more and turn it into Bitcoin and get another game, or just cash out. Ironically, it's called Game Cash, and the Bitcoin currency is called Iron. Kudos on getting that simple of a name. I thought that would have definitely already been taken. So yeah, if I can get a PC game that isn't on Valve, or if I can get on the console, I'm probably gonna do that because I think I've lost all respect for Steam at this point. There's no excuse. They gave a bullshit explanation. Well, we thought about it internally too. I don't give a shit. That doesn't tell me anything. Prove to me this isn't a cash grab. Then maybe we can talk. Seriously, like, Valve has turned into the ex-girlfriend who fucked up and now she wants to be your friend, but you don't want to forgive her and she knows and doesn't care, so she keeps showing up. It's fucking annoying. Also, that happened to me once. It is not fun. Now, as far as topic two, no, I'm just gonna say it. I say characters. Characters for me is the perfect DLC. Characters for me is the perfect DLC format. I hate pay to win with a flaming passion. But if I can get a game where I keep getting characters who can go through the same shit you've made and give me new experiences, I'm down. But with that being said, extra story content is a close second. And the only reason it's in second place is because what if it's story content for a character I fucking hate, or it's story content that is completely focused around a character I fucking hate? That can't happen. I hate Prompto in Final Fantasy 15. That bitch got his own DLC.
I mean, he has his fans.
Yeah. Really, really skinny white women with high-pitched, somewhat androgynous voices who like to say he's best boy, even if they've never played the game, just because he looks pretty. He looks like a fucking hipster got thrown up on by a Hot Topic. That's what the fuck he looked like. Seriously, people, Google Prompto. Nobody that young who's not a stripper should be wearing denim cheetah print pants. All kinds of wrong. And topic 3. I can't think of anything, and I feel bad about it. The closest I've come is a possible anti-scalping program that can potentially be mixed with the 3D printing and also the VR hologram table. So, there could be a place or facility that's going to produce 3D printed shit. So what these big companies can do, instead of, making an amiibo-like product or AR product that could be hard to find and putting it in a big box stores and then having scalpers fuck with your merchandise and screwing it up for the regular people, what if they sent it to a hologram production studio or allowed 3D printing of it, and they gave it to these hologram people, and then the hologram people can charge a set amount, so that way everyone can be guaranteed to get their little amiibo or amiibo-like device. Because if you know anything about amiibos, whether you're a collector or not, if you want to get something that can actually be used in the game with a legitimate purpose, you're fucked because scalpers will find out before anybody, and the price will multiply by upwards of double to almost septuple, depending on what the amiibo is, the frequency, and how easy it is to find in certain markets. I can't even blame eBay for the scalper prices, because you know what? They would have scalped on Amazon too. Them bitches still do. Fuck you, scalpers. Every last one of you can eat a dick and tickle a bear's butthole. Now, that being said, Simon goddamn Belmont is one of the characters I want to smash. However, I keep hearing Simon Belmont's already in the game, but you know what? I don't know if that's true. So Simon fucking Belmont, goddammit. Because Simon Belmont is the greatest man who women still think is a woman that has ever graced a video game. Google Simon Belmont. I guarantee you'll get turned on, assuming you're, into that type of thing. And the second character, I'm actually kind of torn with, because I got so lucky with the last game. I wanted in the voting roster, since they allowed us to vote, I voted for Cloud Strife, Bayonetta, Knuckles, and Tifa Lockhart. Give me my Knuckles. That little amiibo avatar character who's so low tiered, they made a new tier for it. I'm not even joking, that actually happened. Them characters are so bad, they gave them a new tier, which is almost hilarious because they've got so much survivability. I don't know how they got that low on the tier. But they gave the fighter one a Knuckles costume. And I was just sitting up here like, fuck you, you cock-teasing bastards. You do not put your mouth on the dick and just lick it like it's ice cream once and then say, oh, I'm done, gonna go take a nap. That is the most evilest video game type of cock tease ever. Don't do it again. Like literally every character somebody wanted or was heavily requested was a costume. Zero from Mega Man X, a Monster Hunter character, fucking Knuckles. Yeah, Knuckles was even one. And Geno, which people have been on Nintendo's ass for over 12 years. People have wanted Geno for over 12 goddamn years. It was a game before your time, just so you know. There was a Super Mario RPG that was actually made by Square Enix, and there was a character named Geno. People fell in love with him. This was like 96, 97. People have been asking for him to be in every fucking Smash ever, and they still haven't done it. So they gave him an outfit in the new game. Because Nintendo does not understand the concept of dick teasing and coochie teasing. They're equal opportunity tease. It's fucked up. All right, officer, take us home.
Well then, let's see here. Topic 1.
You never even introduced Cups. He just kind of came in.
The first rule of Podcast Club. If you're late, fuck it, you don't get an intro.
Pretty much.
But poor
I'm not holding it
Cups.
against him. So, topic 1. Steam is letting any game, so long as it's not illegal or trolling. That... Steam... just put in more effort, you fools. You got so many games on your platform, from AAA to indie to steaming piles of garbage, like some of the stuff from Steam Greenlight, and you just come out and say this shit? No. Put more effort into policing yourselves better. You've certainly got the money to just hire like maybe a couple more people to look over stuff. Righto, topic 2. So, as I understand topic 2 here, it's basically discussing DLC, correct? And what sort of DLC, you're okay with and all that kind of stuff.
What DLC do you think is best for the gaming industry and the ones around it?
Yeah,
PC
alright.
games and mobile games. Which one do you think is the best style / format and why?
As for that, I'm pretty much with Pika on this one. Where,
Why do
yeah,
you sound like you on the toilet?
holding back from coughing. It's pretty bad outside right now. Since you said, don't cough into the mic and try not to. Apologies for my courtesy. Anyway. But yeah, I'm pretty much with Pika on topic 2.
You still should phrase it in at least one sentence.
I'm fine with DLC being used for additional story content and maybe additional characters, so long as it's... Actually, I should add to this. So long as it's not content that could have very easily have been in the game on release. Day 1 DLC, yeah, no. I never see any of that as justified. And you're not going to change my mind on that.
Fair enough. Moving on.
Okay, topic 3. Holy fucking shit, a hologram table. This shit's fucking awesome. I mean, there's so many possible uses for this outside of gaming, but as for in gaming, I'm pretty sure people could come up with games where you can use like the table to like design various maybe stages, like 3D stages for a game, or like something like in a similar vein to Minecraft, or maybe even Minecraft, because they're owned by Microsoft now after Mojang went and sold out. But Microsoft, they could maybe incorporate like something like Minecraft into this, where you can construct like worlds and the like. There's a bunch of possibilities, but those are the only ones that come to mind directly right now. Because I know there have been other games that have experimented with that, like, Little Big Planet, I believe you could make your own stages. And then there was one of the new Mario games. I think it was...
It's not.
Well,
new,
not
it was
exactly
called
new.
Mario
It was
Maker.
on the... It was like, yeah, it was on the... That one Nintendo console that failed, or their
Bruh,
previous one.
I just said it. It's not new, but they did re-release it on the Switch. It's called Mario Maker.
Yeah, Mario Maker. But yeah, where you could drop in stage elements and the like. But there's, they could use that for it as well.
Okay, so you think the best way to utilize it would be for God games?
Yeah. At least that's the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay. All right. Let's hear that smash.
Okay, so I'd like to see from that game ARMS. What was it? The woman of color who, rather than using extendable arms, used her hair. I want to say her name was Twintel. I think
Yes.
that would be fucking awesome. And other than her, well, seeing as how it got a whole big, oh my god, look at this, it's amazing treatment, I think it'd be kind of cool to see the Dragonborn from Skyrim.
Oh,
There's a pretty wide variety of attacks that he could use.
How much you want to bet his final smash is going to be Fusroda?
Nah, it wouldn't be Fusroda, I don't think.
yeah. I think
But it wouldn't
Fusroda would
surprise
probably be a
me
normal.
if they made that it.
What'd you say, Chaos?
I was gonna say I would think Fusroda would just be like a normal attack more so than the smash. Maybe the smash is that he comes in riding on a dragon and just smites all people.
Yeah, I mean, because there is after you go through the main quest, you get the one shout that lets you summon a dragon.
Yeah, imagine having a dragon just coming in and just destroying everyone.
That, I think, would make for a pretty cool final smash, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, well, with that, anybody want to add any random facts or tidbits they found out about?
I found out that apparently you like asses and bears.
The butts of
You know
bear.
what? I don't have anything to say about that. How about you, officer?
Not much. Look forward to E3, I guess. Or don't if you want to be cynical.
That word almost never gets used right, but it's at this point, it's pretty much become slang that went into the dictionary. Fun fact, that all that actually means is dog-like. The literal translation isn't asshole, skeptic, it's literally dog-like.
Bark. Just the awkward silence that shortly follows afterwards.
I was pulling up a video because I actually got something cool because I'm me. Alright, so that shouldn't have been announced when it was fucking announced because it was fucking stupid. Spider-Man movie that's CG and completely made by Sony and looks like it might not actually suck, which got announced in November to have a release date for December of the following year, got a new trailer.
Oh.
And we're gonna
Nice.
watch it.
No.
Shut up.
Oh, okay.
Chaos, why you say it like that? Like you don't want to see it?
I don't know. I'm not a, I guess, huge movie watcher.
Nothing on. Let me rephrase that. You're not even huge. Just think big thoughts. You might get tall.
Bitch,
In your
fucking
universe,
go.
there's only one Spider-Man. But there is another universe.
Oh shit! Sorry.
It looks and sounds like yours, but it's not. My name's Miles Morales.
Hey, kid. You're like me.
How?
I know it's complicated. You want to know what happened to you? I can teach you to be Spider-Man.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person. Look, Miles, what makes you different, that's what makes you Spider-Man.
Who gonna stop us now? Hey, I'm all in, I'm all in. Never worry about a fraud or a new biz. Lost love, I ain't worried about a process.
I see this spark in you. It's amazing. Whatever you choose to do with it, you'll be great. I love you, Miles.
Yeah, I know that.
You gotta say I love you back.
Dad, are you serious?
I wanna hear it.
Look at this place.
Dad, I love you.
Dad, I love you.
That's a copy.
Time to swing, just like I taught you.
When did you teach me that?
I didn't. It's a little joke for team building.
Hey guys, I'm Gwen Stacy.
Come on.
How many more spider people are there?
Well,
See,
got
that wasn't
potential.
that bad. You better not have fallen the fuck asleep.
No.
Good, because I'm very good at throwing tiny people. I've had a lot of practice. Well, sadly, yesterday we lost another celebrity to suicide, which pisses me off because it was someone who A, wasn't a dickbag, and B, was actually well respected. A man by the name of Anthony Bourdain. I'd like to give you a long, heartfelt eulogy, but given his background in culinary arts, this isn't really the time or place or type of format for that. Plus, internet eulogies are always kind of awkward feeling. But let me just say this. If you have a friend, loved one, or a complete and total stranger that you think is suicidal or may be extremely suicidal, inform people that care about them. Try to get them somewhat invested in the suicide hotline, if not anything else that could possibly help or calm them the hell down. And if you can, when you can, please try to comfort and console them. You're not going to fix the problem overnight, but with help and support, it can either become manageable into non-existence or it can become non-existent. And with that being said, this has been another exciting episode of Token Games Podcast. I won't be here next week because I got E3 shit to do. So someone else needs to do this. I will see you guys when I see y'all. Okay.
I hadn't thought you were involved with midget wrestling.